Good morning, everybody. All right, sorry, I'm just letting one last person in here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, talk about what we have on our plate for this week, which is just a continuation of last week, as well as multiplying and dividing fractions or rational expressions. So you can see that there's a worksheet here you're doing. I had this messed up, the format of this yesterday. Somebody emailed me. So if you were having problems submitting something, it should be fixed now. I had it as like just an announcements page, not as an assignment that you can upload the worksheet. So if you were having troubles with that before, I don't know, maybe like 2 o'clock or so yesterday, it is fixed as of now. Very similar to what we did a couple weeks ago with the adding and subtracting worksheet. This worksheet has everything we've done, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. It's just kind of a little bit of a review. Go ahead and click on that if you haven't already, and then you could see all the instructions for that, the upload, all that kind of stuff, the expectations for that. So make sure you check that out. If I remember correctly, I did all of the evens. So the expectation is you do all the odds. You don't have to do the evens as well. I did those in my video. So, you just need to do the odds. My video right here, the worksheet video tutorial, is just me going through all of the evens, explaining everything, talking about steps, explaining things like there's different ways to do these. There's different ways to approach each of these problems. So if you approach them the same way I did, great. If you found a different method that works for you, awesome. Just as long as it's mathematically sound and the steps you're doing are acceptable and you get to the correct answer, you're good to go. Yesterday was Wednesday, so that means that next week's stuff unlocked as well. This is the final lesson in Unit 4, which is all about solving rational equations. So basically what you're going to do is the adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, the knowledge that you've learned with those concepts, you're going to use that to solve the equations now. So far, what you'd seen is just expressions. So nothing, there's been no equations, there's been no solving for X or for whatever variable you had. But now, next week, you will have an equation where you'll actually solve for the variable. Like always, you've got the interactive textbook, the pages we're on, and all that kind of stuff. The practice problems you need to do just to kind of learn the material, extra practice if you need it. And then the 2 assignments for the week, vocab and concepts. Make sure you have your book out with this, and then the check-in. There's also a solutions manual that's very helpful when you're doing these practice problems or any of these extra practice problems. The solutions manual will help you out. And then my video tutorial, which is just like a lesson if you were sitting in class, you could watch that if you need it. So I'm going to go ahead and let all these late people in. If you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself. I'm not seeing anything in the chat box. So what I'm going to do is hang back and talk with everybody that has questions. If you're good to go and you want to spend the next 40 minutes on this material, please go and dedicate the next 40 minutes to math. If you have any questions or anything comes up, feel free to shoot me an email. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you, Sarah. All right, they got any questions from anybody?
Nah, I'll see you later, Mr. Chapman.
Hey, Zach. See you, buddy.